that we're going to transform into a fireplace. So let's begin. I cut a strip of cardboard that is the same width as the side of the bookshelf. This would be one of the tabs of the side of the box. This is the tab right here, the folding. This would be the side of the box. Okay, so what I did was I made a line with a ruler. This time I used a ruler. Then I cut with a utility knife, but not cutting all the way through so that I could fold it. Then I cut on that tab. This is going to be the whole entire thing going all the way around. Then I made little slits with the scissors. Those I went all the way through. Okay. This would be the inside of the fireplace. I made a slit up here. I folded it. Then I did the sides. And I did a folding little tab down there and over here. Okay, now that I'm going to glue inside the bookshelf. And now I'm going to glue the piece that had all the little tabs on it so that it fits perfectly on the insert, because then all we have to do is just insert it in the open space of the bookcase. I'm going to continue to do this, but I just want to take a few seconds to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And in just a week from today, it's going to be the new year. I hope all of you have a blessed, prosperous, abundant new year. I hope to see you soon. Remember to like, comment, and share this video. It helps me out a whole bunch, a lot. And remember, if you're not a subscriber already, please subscribe. It would be the perfect Christmas present. And if you are already a subscriber, I love you and I've missed you guys. Here, I'm just going to take a pen and I'm going to outline that piece right there that I'm going to cut out with my utility knife. Once I cut it with my utility knife, I'm going to use these little pieces of magazine cutouts that I used with a glue stick to glue on the edge so that you can't see the two pieces of cardboard that I glued together. And in some areas I use masking tape. You want to do this so you can't see the cardboard. That's what it looks on the inside. Now I'm taking some house latex paint, and with a brush I am going to paint that inside. Here I just took a foam board from the Dollar Tree and I measured it with a ruler and I made fake breaks. Then I cut them with the utility knife and then I glued them onto the part that I painted gray. I made some homemade texture paint that I got the recipe off of YouTube. That's what it looks like. And now I am taking this wall art that I had and wasn't using, and I put it on top of the bookcase. I'm measuring here to make sure that it's even on both sides, and it is. And I just made a little mark for myself, letting me know that that's the middle. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Some more cardboard, picture
frame art that I have. The two screws, one there
each,
and one there for extra support. And I doubled up on the cardboard so that it fits in
picture frame
the wall art. Okay, but there's the wall art frame will be overlapping. You can see it's different cardboard.
Now the two pieces,
and I cut both these two pieces the same size. These two pieces are the same size. Put some masking tape holding these two pieces together to cover up that edge, and these two pieces together. So I put one side of the masking tape on the cardboard, and then I just fold it over very tightly.
Both of the pieces that were the same size together,
so that I know that this is the middle,
and
where I'm going to place this piece on top of this one
to the frame and to each other, and this is what I have. So the hot glue are getting warm, and I'm going to do that right now in front of you.
And that one is already hot glued to the picture frame.
Just make sure you have a lot of hot glue and that you hold it in place so that they could stick together. And then I'm going to take this clothesline that I purchased at a flea market for $3, and I'm going to put that all the way around where the two pieces of cardboard meet and the cardboard meets the frame, so that it gives it a nice kind of like mold looking wood, because that's what we're trying to go here, something that looks like wood that is made out of cardboard. And so I'm going to hot glue that all the way around the edges of the cardboard and the picture frame. And then I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue and do that all the way around the edge that I'm going to cut, because if you don't do that, the clothesline becomes untangled and all messy. But this is how it looks. Now I'm going to take a little roller that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and these are no good, but this is what I had, and I am going to paint the bookcase with that home gray latex, and this is what I have once it's all painted. And this is the insert that's gonna go in there, and it has the bricks on, and it's just gonna go in there. You don't need to use any glue or anything, because you will be able to pull it out if you want to turn this back into a bookcase. But it's really that simple. I still have to do the outer edge of that insert right there where I'm touching, because I don't want it to look like a cardboard. Here is my piece of cardboard that I've already outlined, and I have already cut with the utility knife to remove that center piece. What I'm going to use is the outer top piece. I'm going to cover it up with some marble contact paper, and then I'm going to hot glue it to the front part of the cardboard that I already inserted. And here is the piece covered up in marble contact paper. That's how it looks. And now I'm going to glue that piece to the front of the cardboard, and this is what it looks like. So now that area, it has the fake brick, it has the paint, it has everything, and this is what it looks like. So now I'm taking a tri-fold board from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to measure the inside to see how the width that I have to cut it. And I'm doing this in front of you guys. This is how I did it. And I'm going to make a line there, and then I'm going to go and use my ruler, and I'm going to cut a straight edge. And I'm just showing you there because I had already done it. I am going to cut the inside, that's the inside part of the bookcase. I'm going to cover that up with silver enamel paint, and I'm using that type of brush. I gave it a few coats, but I did that off camera. Now I'm going to cut a frame using, I should have used another piece of cardboard, but I didn't. What I used instead to make the frame was foam board, and the problem with that is that the foam board bends and it becomes wrinkly. But this is my mistake. I'm just letting you know that when you do this part, if you do this part, don't use foam board. Use some more of either cardboard or some of the trifold. This is what it should look like. And now I'm going to cover that frame with some mirror contact paper. And this wasn't easy. What I should have done was cut strips of that mirror contact paper and done it like that. Instead, I wasted contact paper. So just so you guys don't do my mistake, if you're gonna do something like this, just cut the mirror paper in strips to cover up each 4 sides of your frame, and don't waste it. So I cut it, and then I covered the whole entire frame. I did little slits so that it helps me fold it. But like I mentioned before, just cut strips the size of each side of the frame that you're trying to build, and that'll save you some mirror paper. Here is the frame, and I used my hot glue gun to glue that frame to the piece that I had painted silver. And now I'm going to use some of this crushed mirror that I purchased from Michael's, and I am using some Mod Podge. I'm being generous with the Mod Podge, as you can see here, because that mirror is really chunky and I want it to stick to that inside. Here I'm just making sure that with that sponge brush, I spread that Mod Podge evenly, and as you can see here, that is as even as it's gonna get. Now I'm spreading some of that mirror crushed mirror onto that area, and I'm using my hands, and believe it or not, even though this is mirror, it's really not it doesn't cut you, but you can use gloves if you should choose so. Now I'm using strong adhesive and some Gorilla Glue to glue these angel shelves that I had, and I did the smaller ones on each of the sides and the bigger one in the front. you.